Hello again everyone, this is Adrian and we are back casting another League of Legends game. As you can see here, it is mostly, well, it's all a high elo game from last season. And I was actually doing this just to test something out here. And fortunately for me, it actually worked. There is a website that I found that allows you to search for any summoner. And if that person is in a game, you can actually click on a button that says Spectate in LOL Recorder if you have it installed, and it'll actually let you into their game. So I went ahead and searched for Chaox because I knew he was streaming at the time, and I kind of enjoy watching him somewhat. A lot of times I don't really like his music choices. I'm not a big fan of rap. I'm sorry, those of you who like rap, but sometimes he has the rap on and everything, but I don't really like it. But I'm a big fan of him because, you know, he's a bot lane, and I actually have kind of come to like TSM. I know he's on a break from TSM at the moment, or from what I understand. I don't know if he's back in it yet, but he was on a break from LoL, so he may be back in or not now. But either way, I still like him, and it's kind of cool being able to see him. So he went over and actually just went in and invaded that a little bit, made Lulu focus down this golem by herself. So she actually just took a lot of damage from that. So she's going to have to pop her potions, and it looks like she's going to have to go back. So she's going to miss out on a decent amount of XP there. He also took a decent amount of damage from that, but he's got a Doran's Blade, so he's going to heal it up by life stealing. Not sure. See, what did Varus go? They both went for a Doran's Blade, so he doesn't have to worry about being out healed by the Varus. I mean, the Varus didn't take very much, but at the same time, it's 2 versus 1 at the moment, so let's see what happens. But anyway, we've got Lulu, who is played by Mineskid, bot versus Janna, played by Creeket? I don't know. Let's go with Creeket. We've got Varus, who is Peter Bob, versus Chaox, Caitlyn. The mid lane, we've got Rumble, SNSD, Jessica, versus Twisted Fate, who is played by Captain Korea. We've got Vi currently ganking this Rumble. Hello, Vi, and down goes the Rumble. There is first blood to Vi. Very nice gank there. But she is played by Absolute Clarity versus... who's the jungler on the other team? Looks like Volibear. So she's versus Volibear. We've got... who is played by Microwave I, and she came to help actually here. So she's going to go ahead and skedaddle now that she knows he's safe. He being Renekton in this case. Actually, no, she's not going to skedaddle. She started to skedaddle. This is warded, so they know she's here. But she came back up because she saw that Renekton was still being pressured a bit by this Volibear. She is Absolute Clarity versus, you know, the Microwave I. I think I already said that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I did. Jero8 is playing Singed versus Renekton, who is Agito. He actually came over here to get the double golems. Interesting. And there we go. Let's go ahead and move them here. Put it in better order. So alright. So far so good. The teams are mostly even outside of that one kill down bot lane. We'll see if they continue. No, not bot lane. Mid lane. Bot lane hasn't had a kill. Silly Michael. Alright, top, it looks like she came in for another gank again, but she was, of course, picked up by that ward, so Singed is being quite cautious. You don't want to let Singed get fed. He is annoying when he's fed. He's not, you know, going to burst you down or anything, but when he's fed, he can go ahead and split push like crazy, and that's really annoying. She came in for another gank here on Rumble, but Rumble has it warded as well, so again, she is caught. The Volibear came in for a gank, but he got picked up by this ward, so they know. And yeah, they still know what's going on. The Vi is here for a gank. The Volibear is here for a gank. In he comes. He does get stunned by the Twisted Fate. In comes the Vi, doing quite a bit of damage to the Volibear. Did pop his passive. He is going to escape though. The Twisted Fate tried to land a stun there on the Rumble, but was not able to do it. He was slightly too slow. So he does end up escaping. Now let's take a look at what Renekton just did to poor Singed. So Renekton is quite a bit higher in health here, which doesn't really makes it very not surprising that he ended up winning this. He does end up just stunning him and then just going in. There's the ignite, and yeah, the Singed just melts. No, I saw a ping down here. What happened? There it is. Somebody pinged to fall back. Ah, the purple team was pinging... No, the blue team was pinging the bot lane to fall back because Vi was coming in. Vi is picked up by this ward now, and she is going to go ahead and walk away because she knows she was seen. So no gank there. She's just going to go back to her jungle. And TF is... was about to go back and then not, so I don't know. The Volibear is coming up here to go ahead and nab a little bit of the CS since the Singe isn't here. You can get a little bit of free CS out of that. A little bit of XP, a little bit of money. Always a good idea. can get you yelled at, though, depending on your teammates. Even though they wouldn't be there to get that CS anyway, they freak out and scream like crazy. So, he did get a couple free CS out of that. Rumble's mid getting his CS still. TF is probably going to go back. Nope. Captain Korea versus SNSD Jessica, yes. He does have... You see the cards there? That means that his next attack is going to do extra damage, by the way. This is not something I knew. A lot of people apparently didn't, but it is... That is how you could tell. If he's got the circle of cards around you, his next attack is going to do extra damage. So be careful. Kind of like when Annie has her fiery aura around her. When she has that on, her next attack is going to stun you. No, her next spell is going to stun you. So be very careful. Lots of pings here saying, fall back, Rumble? Oh, no, that was actually Rumble warning the bot lane, I guess, that, hey... No, I don't know. He was just warning somebody, hey, be careful because he's MIA. There are a couple pings here from TF saying be careful because Rumble's MIA. Chaos does go down. The Janna goes down as well. The Varus actually got really close to dying, but he did not die. Chaos tried to take him down before he died, but it didn't happen. There is the TF ulti. He does end up killing that Varus, and now he's going in on the Lulu, doing a little bit of damage. Rumble came in to help, though, so that's not going to happen. He does have his stun again, though. So if he gets vision of her... Oh, she did flash away. So he is going... She did survive that with no problem. The Volibear is coming in, but he just saw that there is a Vi there as well, so he's going to go ahead and fall back as well. So that ended up being a Varus for a Caitlyn and a Janna. So better for the blue team than the purple team, definitely. Singe just still getting pressured like crazy by this Renekton. Renekton's being a jerk, which is, you know, kind of what you want to do in League. You don't want to be a nice guy. Hey, I like you. No. Note that I'm not talking, you know, in all chat or anything. I'm talking by, you know, playstyle. Don't be a jerk in all chat. That's a terrible idea, and it can get you banned. And honestly, it's just not very fun to play with. So, Volibear's coming in for another gank. He is going to catch this TF. Does catch him, yes. Tosses him over the shoulder. TF is now trying to get out of this. He does stun, I believe, Rumble. So yeah, he is going to escape this with no problem. His next attack is going to do extra damage again. And he's got a blue card as well, so a little bit of double extra damage there. There's a ping there. The Renekton's going in again on this Singe, doing a bit of damage to him. Not going to take him down, but do some damage. The Vi is picked up by this ward again, so the Singe knows she's coming. So he's going to go ahead and fall back. She's picked up by that ward as well. She's just running back and forth now. Looks like she's thinking about going in for this blue, and now she sees Volibear, who just got the blue, so she's going to fall back out of there as well. Blue team has bot lane pushed up to the tower pretty much. Chaos and Cricket, yikes, are trying to keep them off of this tower so he can easily get his farm. There's a decent amount of damage there on the Varus. Not bad at all. And Twisted Fate's getting a bit of harassment in there on the Rumble. There's another ping down here. There is the Varus ulti on that Janna. And Varus was able to take down that Janna. Ooh, Santa. Ha, nope. Vi is coming in for a gank. She does use her jump to get in, but she doesn't end up going in on it at all. She is going to fall back. Chaos didn't react. He didn't go for any kills whatsoever. He just kind of sat under his tower farming, which is probably the best of ideas in this case. Didn't want to... There wasn't really much they could accomplish because they were already all the way down here. I don't think they would have been able to kill anything, and he just would have missed a ton of CS for no reason. She's now hanging out in this bush, again picked up by that ward, so she's going to go ahead and fall back. The Volibear came in for the gank as well, and he was picked up by the ward. All these wards kind of make the ganks kind of boring. Sin's just coming back up here, trying to be very careful with this Renekton. Really don't want to go down to that Renekton's got a really good early game, and you've got to be careful with that. You've got to be very careful. There is a TF death. Volibear is here, so he actually just came in this way. TF ran a little bit too far forward. There is the TF gold card. Stun on Volibear, but unfortunately for him, he's a bit too slow and was not able to really escape. Rumble ended up taking him down. Vi and Janna and Renekton are all coming in. I don't think they're really going to do anything. Just get a little bit of farm. Janna's now going back bottom. Hey, Lulu! Might be a little support fight here. Nope, no support fight. Oh, support fights are fun. I like support fight. There's a pink ward from the Lulu. She's going to go ahead and take down this ward. Vi is coming down. Going to meet this Lulu in the tribush. Oh, no, she's not. Lulu does see her. Now in comes the Vi. Does end up going in on her. She has her ulti, I think. Yeah, she does use her ulti on the Varus. Varus just got popped up by the Janna thing. The Caitlyn is trying to take down this Varus. Caitlyn just got exhausted there. She is going to take down Varus, though. She's still taking tower shots, so she does go down to the Lulu. And now Lulu is trying to take down this Janna. Janna's actually quite low here, but the Lulu doesn't know that there is a... Oh, there was a Vi in that bush. So had she continued going, she might have come across the Vi, but Volibear was there to back her up if need be. But they didn't need it. So now they're just going to go ahead and push this bot back. Both members of bot team are back. Well, one of them is dead, but you know what I mean. And there's nobody here to defend it, so they're going to go ahead and push that to the tower so that that minion wave does end up dying for nothing for the purple team. No benefit at all. And now it looks like Volibear might be coming back up mid for another gank on this poor TF. TF has had a very bad time of it. He just used his stun, so you know he's not going to be able to stun again for a little while. In comes the Volibear. There's the throw right there. There's the stun from TF, the ulti from Rumble, and TF does go down again to that. Vi came in to help, but was slightly too late because the TF just melted. Up top, yet again, Singed is at slightly over half health, but that's about where he is every time I come see him. So... he's been doing fairly well against this Renekton. Renekton actually just decided to go ahead and dive, though. So there's the Renekton ulti. He's taking quite a bit of damage from the tower, though. And now in comes the Volibear. He does end up taking down that Singed. And now he meets the Volibear in the bush. He went ahead and stunned him. Volibear's going in on him. I think, yeah, the Volibear does end up getting him. So he does go down to that Voli, but he did take down the Singed beforehand. So not too bad. There's the ulti from Kate there, and she did just end up taking down that Varus. I want to see how exactly that happened. Alright. So let's see. There's the Rumble killing the TF. There's the Singed going down to Renekton. And now the both lanes are coming down here. The Janna's actually a little bit out, so she can get hit by Varus a couple times. She does end up slowing him. She pops him up. Chaos did a little bit of damage from that. He's doing quite a bit. The Janna just went ahead and healed herself. She does flash out. I believe she escaped that, actually. So Caitlyn is in there. There we go. Okay, so he actually stepped on the trap as well, and that's really what did it. That ulti, the Janna actually escaped, which means it's not bad at all, and now the Lulu has to run away from the Caitlyn. Caitlyn's doing quite a bit of damage to the Lulu. I don't think he's going to be able to take her down, though. No, he does not. So, not bad at all. Vi is coming down for a gank. The Lulu is wisely continuing to run, though, so the Lulu is going to escape this. I don't think Vi is going to be able to get anything whatsoever. Rumble came down as well, though, so she does see him. Goes in, kind of shoves him back a little, saying back off. He's still going in on her, though. And Volibear is coming as well. Chaos came to help, but that didn't end up being necessary because she did escape that with no problem. Volibear is actually... oh, he went ahead and just warded that dragon up. The pink ward is here, though, so Vi is going to go ahead and take this ward down. Down it goes, and there is a blue ping on the dragon. Purple team's already here, and they have already pulled it, so they are going in on it, but they say, nope, let's not do that. So they're going to go ahead and fall back. No dragon quite yet. The blue team was converging to defend it if need be, but it didn't end up being quite necessary. Rumble's pushing mid, and top lane, let me guess, Singe just, oh, this is slightly more than half, you know, it's a bit over a quarter down. Said that wrong. That's okay. He's still healing up anyway, so he's going to go ahead and just proxy farm this. Renekton's probably not very happy He's coming in to do a little bit of damage. Vi is coming in as well, so this Singe is actually in a little bit of trouble here. There is the stun from Renekton. Vi is coming in with her Q. She does end up shoving him back. He's now getting really low there. He really should not have extended that far. He didn't have any wards whatsoever, so extending that far means that he just died. Not the best of decisions on his part. So now Renekton gets free farm. Yay, Renekton! Down bottom, those guys are just kind of hanging around. Both have shields, so both teams can just shield up. Mostly just a little bit of boring little play here. Should be right back. There we go. Sorry about that. There was a little bit of a jump there, and that is because I just got a phone call. I made sure to pause the game and pause the recording, so no problem happened. Ooh, there's a teleport coming in here. Singe just went ahead and teleported back up here. Renekton was a little overextended there. Volibear and Singe are both going in on this Renekton. Renekton did flash over that wall, though, so he is going to escape this. The TF actually just used his ulti to come in on this Rumble. Rumble's going in, trying to take down the Vi. Vi is slowed now. TF is coming in, landed a stun. There is his cards to do a bit of damage, but they do end up taking down that Vi anyway. So, good gank there. But yes, I got a phone call, so I went ahead and paused the game and paused the recording. So, that's why there was a little bit of a jump there. Singe is back up proxy farming again. The TF did just take down that Rumble, but he went down to the Volibear. So Volibear is pushing now. I think he's actually... No, he's not tanking the tower. Okay. So he's actually going in on this tower. I think he might end up getting it. He's got that frenzied speed. So he's probably going to do at least most of the damage from the tower, but I think he's probably going to kill it, actually. We'll have to see, though. It's getting pretty low here. He's not going to kill it, but he got it really low. So Singe is actually just counter-jungling the enemy here. He's grabbing these wraiths. Kind of mean of him. Good idea. Still going in. The wraith is getting really low. Down it goes. Renekton is also counter-jungling his own jungler, but not really because she's not anywhere close. So he went ahead and grabbed the double golems. Now he's coming back up here to go ahead and farm. Singe is actually mid, just kind of hanging around, defending or helping the Rumble here. Threw the Vi over his shoulder, but she didn't really care. She's still okay. The TF was able to get a stun out. There we go. So yeah, not much altogether happened. The Renekton is actually coming through the jungle. He's probably going to catch the Singed. Hello, Singed. Stunned the Singed. Did a little bit of damage to him. I don't think he's going to kill him. No, he's not going to kill him. He did make the Singed use his ulti, though, which is kind of funny because he had actually started backing off. So the Singed actually just used his ulti for nothing. Vi is coming in for a gank as well. Renekton is coming in. He went ahead and used his ulti, stunned the Singed, and now in comes the Vi. She uses her ulti on the Singed, and down he goes. She got the kill there. Not bad at all. Volibear is coming up here to go ahead and go in on the dragon, though, because he just saw Vi was up there. And as such, if you notice up here, you can see Vi and Renekton both going in on that tower. They're going to go ahead and take this down, so at least they get a tower out of it. The blue team is going to go ahead and get that dragon, because there's really nothing the purple team can do. But Vi knew it, and so she and Renekton both just pushed hard. And they're actually still pushing, so it looks like they're going to go in on this tower as well. They may get 2 towers for 1 dragon. I actually think that's what they're going to do. With the 2 of them going in on it, I'm not sure if they'll be able to take it or not. They've got 1 minion up. Yeah, they are going to get this. They do end up getting 2 dragons for 1 tower. The TF just came down here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. There they go. She just used her cleanse there, and there is the Jen ulti. She's flashing away again. Oh, that's a repeat of earlier. Does flash out. The Caitlyn does go down to the Varus, who's almost dead, but there is the TF ulti. He is stunned there. He's now going in on the Lulu. She does flash to get away from it, so she is going to escape, but that ended up being a 1-for-1 trade. Not bad. And again, they got 2 towers. So, all in all, I think the purple team came out of that head. Yes, the blue team did get the dragon and a kill, but the purple team got 2 towers and a kill, so definitely better for the purple team. Good job, guys. TF is now going to go ahead and go back. He is picked up by the ward, but that really doesn't matter because there's nobody even close to worry about it. So, Jan is coming back down. Caitlyn's on his way back down. Her way back down? The Renekton got double golems again and is going back as well. Singed is pushing top. He's probably just going to go ahead and push into this tower. Vi might come up to push him back, but I don't think so. I think they're just going to let him do his damage. The Volibear did end up taking this mid tower though, and Singed is still pushing top. I think he might end up getting this before the Renekton gets there because he's got a really big minion wave here. So yeah, it is going to go down to him. Renekton may end up killing him. He may end up going in on him. Actually, he doesn't end up taking down this tower. That's actually not what I expected at all. I thought he was going to go ahead and get it, as, you know, you could tell by the fact that I said it twice. Huh. But he didn't get it. And Renekton's going in on him. Hear a couple pings down there. I think I'm going to go look at that in a moment because, yeah, these guys are kind of being boring. So let's go take a look down there. There's that exciting action happening down there. The Caitlyn and the Janna were just sitting here farming. Varus came in on them a little bit. The Vi is here. This ward only picks up right there. So now she is picked up. She's coming in. She does have her ulti, so she goes ahead and goes in on that Lulu. Lulu does not have flash, so she's taking quite a bit of damage there. She's really close to dead. She does go down to the Vi. And now the purple team is going to go ahead and fall back because the Volibear is coming in. TF is coming in as well, and Rumble is coming in for the blue team. So as of right now, it would be a 3 versus actually 4. So that the odds are actually pretty good for the purple team there. But they're being fairly cautious anyway, in large part, I think, because Janna's pretty low. TF is falling back now. He's going to go back to mid so he can try to take that tower down, get revenge for the Volibear taking his tower down. I think he's going to get it. Yeah, he's definitely going to get this. So really not, there's the blue team has not reacted to it at all, so he does get that free turret. And the Caitlyn and Janna are just able to continue farming here. Volibear was going back, and now he's not. So he looks like he's setting up for a gank, but it would still be just a 2 versus 1 because Lulu is not here. But again, one of them is Volibear, who does a lot of damage. So he's here. He is going to go in, throws the Janna over his shoulder. The Janna's taking quite a bit of damage. She does use her ulti though, so she does go down anyway. She tried to heal herself up so she would live, but not quite able to happen. Volibear and Varus have a little bit too much damage for that to happen. Lulu's coming in to help, but she's still way back, but I don't think they're going to need it. They are going to go ahead and take down this tower, so the purple team, or the blue team, gets their second tower of the game. Renekton and TF are both going in on the Rumble. The Rumble went ahead and ran away and was able to slow down the TF. TF has a gold card ready, but yeah, that's not going to happen. So there is another pink ward for the blue team on mid. They went River. They went ahead and got rid of the purple team's pink ward, and now Vi and Renekton are going in on this Singed again. There is the ulti from the Vi. Renekton keeps running back and forth. He did use his ability to get over that wall. I don't know if he can catch. Oh, he does flash. Okay, so he went ahead and flashed and stunned the Singed, but unfortunately he was not able to get him because Singed did use his ghost. So he got out of that. So he actually just got 2 ultis for nothing. Nothing at all. The Varus is coming back down. Caitlyn's going back though. Janna threw her nice little tornado and threw him up in the air. There is the TF ulti. The Rumble did have to flash out of that, but he did survive. So there was another ulti that went down for nothing. Well, not really for nothing in this case because he did get a flash. But even still, could have been better, could have been worse. Would have been nice for him if he'd gotten a kill out of it, but he did get a flash. So, you know, it's a future kill, right? Purple team seems to be grouping mid. Well, I don't know. TF is going back. The rest of purple team is mid except for Caitlyn. Oh no, Caitlyn's here too. I thought I just saw him bot. Maybe, does he have teleport? He doesn't have teleport. I don't know. Somehow, I kind of got confused. But they're not actually going mid anyway. They are going to just go back to farming. Vi's coming up here. Renekton's coming up here as well. So Singed again is going to have to run away in fear. He is seen by this Renekton, but he does just toss the Renekton over his shoulder, so he does escape that with no problem. TF and Janna are currently mid. The Vi is back in her jungle. Caitlyn's going back down to farm, and Renekton is in the jungle as well. Blue team seems to just be kind of roaming around, mostly in a group, except for Singed, who is up top, getting beat up on a little bit by Renekton, but Singed is getting tanky enough that Renekton's not going to be able to take him down alone very quickly at all. It would definitely take a lot of harassment before that's going to happen. Caitlyn's going back to mid. Janna is actually here. She does see the Volibear coming mid, so she warned... Actually, no, that wasn't even them. That was a blue ping. So she's being fairly cautious. She does see the Volibear again. Tosses him up using her tornado, so he knows that he will not be ganking this way. He was trying to. But Varus and Lulu are actually pushing down bot, and there's nobody there to counter them. Looks like Caitlyn might be thinking about it. Yeah, she is going to head that way, as is the Janna. So they are going to prevent that from happening. Lulu just went ahead and warded that bush there for the blue buff. And now the blue team is actually converging on Dragon, but so is purple team. There is the Vi ulti. She just tossed that Varus up in the air. In comes the TF using his ulti. There's a teleport from Singed, and this is an all-out team fight. TF is actually too far away to use his gold card, which is really... There's the gold card. He did sit there for entirely too long with it, though, so Varus just got the Renekton, and the Vi died as well. Now the Janna goes down to Varus, and the rest of the purple team is on the run. I'm not sure what was going on with the TF there. He was... seemed like he might have been blocked by minions or something. Well, not by minions, but it seemed like he was blocked or something. Some sort of pathing issue, because he kept running back and forth. So my guess is minion issues, either that or just indecision on his part. Hopefully it was more the pathing issues, just because that was some pretty bad indecision if it actually was indecision. So the blue team's going to go ahead and counter jungle, get this blue buff, and now they're going to get the dragon because they are going to be able to get it for free. Blue team had to all fall back or died, so there will be no defense of this. Caitlyn's farming here. In the meantime, might as well. She knows she's safe. No, she's there. They're down there getting the dragon, so she'll be fine. Singed is just using his poison to push mid. TF is here to defend it some, but nothing big. Caitlyn is pushing bot. Vi just found out that her blue was stolen. Surprise, Vi. Janna is mid as well. Nothing much happening. Both teams just kind of getting back, healing up after their little team fight there. Singed is going to go ahead and grab this blue buff since his allies got the enemy blue buff there. I think that went to Voli. I'm not sure. Actually, no, it went to Varus. Varus is now pushing this back since Caitlyn so kindly pushed that he could get it. Vi is going in, getting this red buff here, and Renekton's actually pushing down top pretty hard. But this tower's already gone, so he's not going to be able to do much. He did smack the Singed, but didn't really do much damage at all. So he's going to go ahead and fall back. There will be no more pushing for him. The Twisted Fate again had a gold card ready, but was not quite able to use it on that Rumble. Rumble is slightly too fast for him, so he's not quite able to do it. And now the blue team seems to be converging on mid. Purple team is converging as well, except for Caitlyn. The blue team has just pinged this top tower, and the purple team just pinged Baron. Not sure... Oh, actually, they're probably just pinging to say ward it. But blue team seemed to be wanting that tower. No, it was just Singed, saying, Singed, go for the tower. A random ping here. Oh, probably just a warning for the ward. Caitlyn is down here. She's trying to escape that now. She knows that 3 members of the enemy team are coming at her. Ah, Volibear has his oracles, so he does see those wards. He's going to go ahead and run around taking them down. The Rumble's pushing mid. Tried to use his Q to interrupt that TF's back, but it didn't end up working because it ended up missing. Didn't quite go far enough the first time. The second time it got interrupted by a minion, so... sad Rumble is sad. But now Volibear is going in on this Baron, and... No, he's not. He's just going and checking up on the wards. But now they're going in on the Baron. Purple team doesn't have a ward, so they don't know what's going on yet. But they probably kind of figure it. The ward does pick them up. There's the TF ulti, so the TF definitely... The blue team definitely knows that the purple team knows that they're there. But they're still going in on this Baron. It's getting really low. The Volibear does end up getting it. And the Vi tried to jump in to steal it, but it didn't end up happening at all. So now the blue team does have Baron. Caitlyn's still just pushing mid hard, or bot hard. She is going to go ahead and get this tower. I think she's probably going to fall back then because she knows that the Baron is gone. So the enemy team's probably going to be coming to get her soon. Purple team's got to play fairly cautious now as the enemy team does have that blue buff. They don't really want to get into a team fight now because that would probably be the death of them. Volibear's still running around just cleaning up these wards. He's still got oracles for a little while longer. well over half of its duration. I think it's a 3 minutes, so he's got a minute and a half. Could be a 5-minute duration, though, I'm not sure. So they're all just regrouping now. They got that Baron. They're going around buying and getting buffs. The red buff actually went to Volibear. Usually by this time you want to have your red buff go to your AD carry. But it looks like Volibear either accidentally stole it or thinks it is better for him than for that Varus. Pretty surprising, really. The purple team is all defending mid here, trying to keep it from pushing into this tower. Singed is split pushing down bottom. Somebody's going to have to go back there and defend against that. Probably Renekton. Renekton's been handling that quite a bit recently. Now it looks like Renekton's going to stay mid. No. He doesn't know. Singed is still just pushing, so he did push to that tower. The minions are going to go in on that tower. Going to do a little bit of damage to the tower, but not very much. Singed didn't stick around to push it. The rest of the blue team is all mid, keeping the purple team trying to be defensive. The Renekton is finally going to go ahead and go defend against that Singed, because Singed did go back to go try to take down that tower, since it didn't look like the purple team was reacting at all. So he's going to go back and push some more. Renekton is still here to defend against that. The TF is actually going back. He probably just got another item, and he's pretty low on mana. So he's got to go back to heal up for that. The rest of the purple team is going to stay back here to defend, but they're in a pretty dangerous position now with 3 of them versus 4 of the enemy team, and the 4 enemy team people have Baron. But TF, I guess, has home guards because he got back here. Yeah, he does have the home guard enchant, so he got back here really fast, so him going back really didn't have much of an effect at all. Down bottom, the minions are pushing pretty hard, though. So this tower is probably going to be taking a little bit of damage. There was a blue ping a little while ago, but nobody actually went down to go get it. So the tower's probably going to take some damage, but I don't think it's going to actually go down there. Renekton's still defending bot. Singed is still periodically pushing bot. And the rest of the purple team's still just defending mid. So as of right... Oh, there we go. Now here's a team fight. The Janna does use her ulti to shove the Singed back. The Janna does go down to Rumble. Singed takes down the Caitlyn. Varus takes down the Vi. And Singed takes down the TF. Finally, we've got Renekton, who actually did take down that Varus and was able to survive. So unfortunately for the purple team, that ended up being a 4 kills for the blue team and 1 kill for the purple team. Not the best team fight, and now the blue team is still just pushing this mid. They know that they're safe from the purple team, who is mostly dead. So they're going to go ahead and continue pushing this. Looks like they're going to take this tower for sure. They may end up getting this inhibitor as well. Renekton is coming to defend it, but he really can't defend against 2, I think. Although it looks like he may end up doing it. He does end up pushing them back alone. Not bad. He doesn't die, and he was able to push them back, so very good on his part. The blue team is falling back. Looks like their minions are getting pushed back down bottom now. But their cannon minion wave is coming up, but Vi is coming back to continue the pushing. So blue team's going back to regroup and heal up and buy, etc. They've still got Baron buff, but it's just about gone. In fact, there we go. Alright, Baron buff is now gone. So the blue team is now on a somewhat even footing with the purple team. The gold is actually pretty close here. That's actually fairly surprising. It's a 7-kill lead for the blue team, but because of the objectives, somehow the purple team actually is only 2k behind. So I'm actually kind of surprised by that. I expected the difference to be far greater than it is, because the blue team's gotten 2 dragons, they're tied on towers, and they're well ahead on kills. Yet still, they're really not that far ahead in gold. They're now 3.2k ahead due to that dragon kill. But even still, not nearly as far up as I would have thought they were. I guess that the blue team or purple team is doing far better on CS. If you take a look, yeah, the TF is almost 70 CS ahead. The Caitlyn is right about tied, so I guess it's mostly in that TF. There's another team fight here. They are going in. The Varus does end up melting. He goes down to the Renekton. Caitlyn takes down the Volibear, and now the purple team is on the offensive. They're pushing down the mid. The Caitlyn is going top to go defend against that Singed, but Singed is actually going back anyway. So she is going to be able to defend that tower, and she's just going to push top. The rest of the purple team in the meantime is pushing mid, and looks like Renekton is actually going to go ahead and turret dive this. They're going in on the Rumble. Rumble's actually getting really low. He does use his Zhonya's, so they can't hit him at the moment, but he's still really low, and unfortunately for the purple team, Singed came in and was able to help them take down both TF and Vi. So, yet again, we've got two members of the purple team dead, and now the blue team is pushing mid. The return of Singed was probably not the best thing for the purple team. It really would have been better for them had he continued pushing back, or pushing top, which is probably why he decided not to. Good idea on his part. Chaos is pushing top. Just continue pushing it up a bit. It is now thoroughly pushed, and again, it will be going towards this tower. By the way, it did take almost half of its life in damage a little while ago. So Singed is coming back down bottom to go ahead and shove this again, just like he's been doing over and over for a lot of the game. He just keeps shoving. That, like I said, is one of the really annoying things about Singed, is that he's a really good shover. He is very tanky, and he's fast, and he's just really good at running away. If you chase after him, you die. That is the very terrible thing about Singed, because just by chasing him, he's doing damage to you because of his poison. He leaves that trail behind him, and you're doing damage to him sometimes, but he's doing damage to you the entire time you're chasing him. So he's really good at split pushing because of that, because he's just able to run away, and you can't chase him without being injured yourself. So he's back to split pushing top. The rest of the blue team might be converging back here. They did end up pink warding this. Oddly, it seemed to appear there when nobody was there. I'm not sure what was happening with that. I don't know if it was just a bug in my client or what. But it is pink warded now, so they are going to go ahead and take down this ward. Don't want the purple team to know that you're going in on Baron, and they are indeed going in on Baron. So they're going to try for their second Baron of the game. Renekton is coming to contest this. Caitlyn and Vi are coming as well. TF is way down bottom now. He does use his ulti so that his team has vision, but he's still not there. The Baron does go down to the Volibear. The Volibear kills the Renekton as well, and now the rest of the purple team's in trouble. The Caitlyn goes down to the Volibear. There is a double kill for said Volibear. Singed is going in on the Vi. Vi is trying her best to escape. She does use her ulti on the Varus there to try to escape, but she does end up going down. Janna is the only one left alive of the people who actually tried to defend Baron. TF is falling back now. He was not able to do anything because Rumble actually did fall back to defend against him. Rumble is still bottom, but the rest of his team is pushing mid. I have a feeling this might end up being GG fairly soon. TF is down here. He is trying to help. Janna does end up going down anyway to that Lulu. And now this tower's going down. Here comes the inhibitor. Inhibitor's just melting really fast. And I have a feeling the blue team is probably going to push to victory. The TF did just get thrown over the shoulder by the Singed, and probably the Volibear too. So he goes down as well. The first Nexus tower goes down. Here comes the second Nexus tower. Renekton is back up, but he's not going to be able to defend against 4 of the enemy team. He's going down pretty fast. He had to flash out of that. And now the blue team is going in on this Nexus. It's getting pretty low. Renekton is trying to do his best to push them off. The rest of his team is there as well. Varus did take down the Renekton. Now Vi goes down to the Varus as well. Chaos had to flash to get out of this. The Singed actually just ran up on the fountain to throw him over his shoulder so that they could kill him. And now there is the death of the Nexus. So that's the end of this game. Let's go ahead and take a look at the items here. We've got Renekton with 307 CS versus 301 Singed. They're fairly close there. Renekton is 543 versus 13. Big difference in the assists there. So I think the Singed definitely has a bit more gold. Yeah, he's got about 500 more gold. So the Renekton has Blade of the Rune King, Black Cleaver, Sunfire Cape, Hex Drinker, Mercury's Treads, and a Null Magic Mantle versus Singed with Rylai's, Sunfire Cape, Thornmail, Ninja Tabby with a Home Guard Enchant, Warden's Mail, and a Tear of the Goddess. We've got Vi with 114 CS versus Volibear with 137. He's actually ahead of her in CS now. She's 367 versus 4113. She has a Sunfire Cape, Spirit of the Elder Lizard, Glacial Shroud, Mercury's Treads, and 2 Cloth Armors versus Randuin's Omen, Aegis of the Legion, Mercury's Treads, Madred's Razors, and a Null Magic Mantle. We've got TF, who is at 302 CS versus 232 CS. That's a 70 CS difference. That's pretty huge. He is 363 versus 828. So Rumble definitely made up for it with his kills and assists. The TF has Rabadon's Deathcap, Zhonya's Hourglass, Lichbane, Twin Shadows, Sorcerer's Shoes with the Home Guard Enchant, and his Crystalline Flask, whereas Rumble has Zhonya's Hourglass, Leandri's Torment, Rylai's Crystal Scepter, Sorcerer's Shoes with the Home Guard Enchant, and Blasting Wand. Then we've got Janna with 12 CS versus Lulu with 33. Supports CS doesn't matter. Janna is 078 versus 3118 from Lulu. She's ahead in gold by a lot from those assists there. Janna has Morello Nomicon, Ruby Sightstone, Fiendish Codex, Oracle's Elixir, and Sight Ward. Odd. Looks like she didn't go for any gold per 10 at all, but instead went for AP. It's pretty unusual to see. And the Lulu's got Banner of Command, Twin Shadows, Ruby Sightstone, Ionian Boots of Lucidity, Philosopher's Stone, and a Vision Ward. And finally we've got the AD carries. Caitlyn has 283 CS to Varus' 264. She's a little ahead there. But she's got 463 versus 11-6-11. So he's definitely ahead in gold anyway. She's got Infinity Edge, Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper, Berserker's Greaves, and a Negatron Cloak, as well as her Doran's Blade that she started with. And finally, Varus has Infinity Edge, Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper, and a Berserker's Greaves. So there we go. That is the end of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I shall see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.